Hello, I'm Steve Silvernagle, and you're watching Serious Political Discourse. My guest tonight is Matt Marino, and this block we will talk about is Obamacare. I like Obamacare. I think it's a step in the right direction. What I don't like is the Republican obstructionism that Obamacare is essentially a Republican plan. It had been in the 90s. Obama does it. Here comes our nation's first black president, and he's like, hey guys, I'm going to take up your plan. And all of a sudden, Republicans were against it. However, that's the past. I'm living in the present. I'm looking towards the future. In the future, I think America should move to a national healthcare system like other countries, albeit smaller countries. But if we can put a man on the moon, then I don't understand why we cannot, like our neighbor to the north, Canada, admit that healthcare is a right, get rid of a for-profit motive when it comes to healthcare, disband the healthcare insurance industry, and just do the Christian thing and say we should heal the sick. And I'd like to know why, Matt, your approach is so anti-Christian. Well, easy question. Why do you hate Jesus' teachings, and why do you go against them by not wanting to help the sick?
I just want to quickly jump back to the conversation we previously had on ISIS. I wish I could have continued,
very briefly,
continued my argument, because I'm sure I could have converted you.
I'll give you 60 seconds.
Onto your your Christian.
The floor is yours.
First, I want to ask you: are you a Christian?
No, I'm a godless heathen infidel.
Okay,
but so, I've read up on the subject because I am an academic elitist. I'm one of those college, liberals, as I've stated. That's where I was first indoctrinated into Marxism and told that Dinesh D'Souza is literally the devil. However, knowing the Christian ideology, I can say that I am at a loss when I don't know why the religious right is so against. This.
Whatever.
While they are pro Medicare,
you could mail your
they're anti-Obamacare. I don't understand. But go on, floor's yours.
I want to get back to, first of all, I find it very hypocritical that someone who is an atheist.
Yeah, sure.
I think you used the word heathen or something of that sort.
I prefer infidel American.
Okay. Would then use Christianity as a kind of bait and switch on the topic. First of all, I want to point out the fact that this is America, and as a libertarian, I don't believe we should use Judeo-Christian values, Islamic values, Satanist values, as I've already been quoted as saying. I support them all, I disagree with them all at the same time.
But your poster child, Rand Paul, he admits that this country was founded on Judeo-Christian values. Now, while I disagree with that, your own party, the American Libertarian Party, does not. So I just want to know where this is coming from.
America was founded on the right to religious freedom. It just happened to be Judeo-Christian values at the time. And people have locked onto that and be like, this is what it was founded on, when really it was founded on religious freedom as a whole, as an ideal and ideology. But then it kind of morphed into it's only Judeo-Christian values.
Well, I believe our next special will be about religion in America, and I can have you back on as a guest for that.
Thank you.
And we can talk about how if say Charles Darwin were alive during the time of the founders, that since they were aristocrats and well-educated.
Speaking of Darwin, can I just interject real quick? You don't really let me interject often.
I know.
I know it's your show.
At the tail, I must insist.
All right, continue.
I would like to know what the GOP plan for health care is. I hear repeal and replace. What's the replacement?
I got it for you.
Okay.
What you just said, you just mentioned Darwinism and the theory of evolution, correct?
Yes, I did.
Well, the current GOP, conservatism, is truly Darwinism.
So you're saying we should kill the weak? Are you pro-murder, Matt Marino?
I never said murder.
Is the mouthpiece for the GOP, or at least specifically libertarians, are you saying we should be pro-murder?
No.
Or turn a blind eye to it? Just have people dying in the streets. All right, the GOP frontrunner right now, Donald Trump, says we won't let that happen, and you're saying you will?
Well, like I said in my book, Donald Trump may indeed be a puppet for the Hillary war machine, and you could buy it on Amazon and Etsy.
And Etsy now. It's in Matt Marino's new book. Go ahead. So go on. So what is the replacement for Obamacare?
Well, I don't think I think Obamacare is a valiant effort.
Really? This is new. This is new coming from your side of the aisle.
It's true. I think it is a valiant effort, but in the place we currently are in, it doesn't really make sense or work.
So what's the replacement?
I don't think there needs to be a replacement.
So you're saying we disband Obamacare and let health insurance markets take their course in this social Darwinism, this capitalistic Darwinism that you speak of?
I wouldn't say capitalistic Darwinism.
Then what would you say?
I would say evolutionary Darwinism.
Well, this isn't. This, I don't know how you can argue that we should let free markets then take a stand.
It might be in one of the textbooks you read in college, the many colleges that you went to, as an esteemed liberal, godless infidel.
Yes,
as
infidel American, please.
I believe you should look at every issue from all sides. I have looked at it from the Obamacare perspective. I have looked at it through this Darwinian perspective.
What side do you think is the best solution
I believe for the
regarding healthcare, which is what we're discussing about? I know you want to keep changing the topics and plugging your book, which is available on Amazon and Etsy now, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to plug your book that's available on Amazon and Etsy now. I want you to answer what is your best solution for healthcare in this country.
I believe the best solution is to create a potential committee to really dissect
who should live and who should die. Are you going to bring up death panels now? Is that where you're going? Which was Sarah Palin's lie of the year back in 2009 or 10?
I don't understand why you keep trying to marry me to Sarah Palin.
What? Because God darn it, I'm the infidel American and you're the conservative libertarian.
I want to go on
neocon.
record to denounce Sarah Palin. I believe she was.
I'll agree with you.
So
I will say.
I've always denounced Sarah Palin.
All right, now if Sarah Palin were dying in the street, what would be your answer for healthcare for Sarah Palin?
I don't think I would give her an answer to healthcare. I would potentially call some sort of authorities.
You mentioned a committee and I cut you off and that was rude and I apologize.
Yes, I'm saying we need a group of unbiased experts that are familiar with both the Obamacare practices and other private practices to meet, convene, and discuss both pros and cons to the potential issue and solution.
But we had a debate, and the debate went on for some 12 to 18
with
months.
unbiased experts?
I saw the town halls, and we had Republicans having to answer their constituents who are saying that it was a government takeover. And let me just say that there aren't death panels, that Americans are still alive, and there still is in America. And I just want to know how we can spend 12 to 18 months debating, have no Republican support for a bill that was so watered down.
I'm going to say something slightly radical.
Go on, go ahead.
I believe the problem with Obamacare is the fact that America is so large. I'm going to say one thing right now. Let's say the South seceded, and I'm not condoning it did, because the practices of the South were very cruel, evil, and unjust.
I don't know where this is going, but you intrigued me.
But, as you've already kind of digressed into, other countries succeed in
affording healthcare as a right to all their people. Yes.
Smaller countries. America
agree.
is so large, and the debt is so great, that right now it is very...
I agree that.
And what I'm saying is a wild hypothetical. If America was smaller, we would be able to actually perfectly afford healthcare. Now, what am I saying? Are we going to kick off states? Are we going to redraw the maps?
No, but Medicare is able to keep costs down because it has a larger pool and is therefore able to have other people chip in when, say, someone gets sick and has healthcare. So I don't know why Republicans were against the public option, just having a national pool for people to buy into to give healthcare. I'm saying let's take the capitalist answer, but we remove the for-profit motive of it and just admit that, hey, if we don't pay for police with the same model of buy as you need, we afford police, firemen, libraries. I just don't know why we say, hey guys, public safety is a right, education is a right, but you know what? Your health isn't. I'm sorry we couldn't get more into this. We'll be